A woman menstruating, so beautiful. Throwing away a used maxi pad, gorgeous. Blood in the toilet, miraculous. Blood in the shower, poetic. Menstrual cramps, ow. Blood in the washer, magnificent. Okay, so what you just saw was a photo essay called Period. Obviously not the punctuation. I'd like to read what was written following that. I bleed each month to help make humankind a possibility. First of all, no you don't. You bleed each month because you have a dead, unfertilized egg that is completely fucking worthless and would rot inside of your body if it did not eject it out. So, I guess maybe, because if you left it inside, that rotting, unfertilized hunk of fucking human tissue and cells would probably do you some harm. There's a reason why your body ejects it every month and just flushes it the fuck out of your system. Anyways, onwards. My womb is home to the divine, a source of life for our species. Whether I choose to create or not, but very few times it is seen that way. Okay, wait, very few times the womb is seen as the source of life, or very few times a period is seen as the source of life? I get confused, but first of all, let me just start off by saying that your womb is not the source of life. Let me explain something about human biology, okay? Men contain semen. Semen contains sperm. Sperm are the source of life. Sperm contains the spark of life. Sperm are alive. They are actually living. The eggs inside your body, though they're comprised of living cells, I would imagine, the egg inside your body is unfertilized. It's an unfertilized egg. So, let's look at chickens. The eggs that you eat are unfertilized eggs. They're dead. Dead. They're not alive. They're dead. Your womb is essentially soil. Dead soil. The seed or the sperm is the source of life. It is living, and it impregnates the dead, unfertilized egg with life. So therefore, men are actually the source of life. Now, granted, I'm not trying to devalue women and their role in reproduction. Obviously, you can't have one without the other. Men and women are equally important when it comes to reproduction. The soil and the seed are both equally important. You can't have a tree without the seed, and you can't have a tree without soil for that seed to grow in. So, yeah, they're both equally important. I'm just debating some of these statements that you wrote. Let me continue though. But very few times it's seen that way. Once again, God, very few times what? Your body ejecting a dead fucking egg is seen as the source of life? Or what the fuck are you even talking about? In older civilizations, this blood was considered holy. Agreed. In some, it still is. Agreed. But a majority of people, societies, and communities shun this natural process. Okay, give me some examples here. None? Okay. Some are more comfortable with the pornification of women. Okay, I guess. The sexualization of women. So wait, are you trying to say that more people are comfortable with women having sex and doing seductively sexy things than watching blood drip out of a vagina? Because I would have to agree, I guess. Whatever. The violence and degradation of women in this. Okay. I highly doubt that. They cannot be bothered to express their disgust about all that. Oh, God, no. No, I don't got time for that shit. Don't bother me with this. I don't bother me. I don't want to express my disgust about all that. Don't bother me. But we'll be angered and bothered by this. Oh, yeah. I'm just so angry about periods. Fucking periods! Oh my god. It's just like periods over there, periods over there. Women walking around shoving their fucking used tampons in my face. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm so angry about this period. I'm so fucking angry about this period thing. I don't even know. What are you looking at, dog? Ugh. We menstruate and they see it as dirty. I mean, no? Yeah? I don't know. It's a fucking dead egg that comes out of you every month. I see it very objectively. I don't see it as, oh, it's so beautiful. Look at this dead egg falling out of your vagina in a heap of mucousy blood. It's so fucking beautiful. I just want to worship it. No, I don't fucking see it like that. But at the same time, I don't see it as like, oh, that's fucking disgusting. If anything, the women that I know are more grossed out by their own periods than fucking me or anybody else is. Most women don't like to have sex on their period because it's gross. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, I mean, I'm going into weird territory here, but I don't give a fuck. Half the fucking dudes that I used to be friends with, because now I'm a fucking weird hermit, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. You think guys are grossed out by blood? Most are not. I can tell you this. I am not. My friends weren't. I don't fucking know. Anyways, let me continue. Seen as dirty, attention-seeking. I don't see how a fucking period can be seen as attention-seeking. It's a thing. It happens. It's scientifically proven, obviously. It happens every month. How is it attention seeking? I don't fucking understand. Sick, a burden. Is it not a burden? Okay, ladies, how many of you like your periods? How many of you love your periods? How many of you look forward to having a period? Would you consider it a burden? Would you rather not have a period if you could make that choice and, still be completely whatever? Would you make that choice if you could just, I'm going to turn my periods off this month? Ka-dink! Would you not fucking do that? I've never had a period before, but I've experienced some sort of cramps. I'm not menstrual, but I can tell you this much, from the way it sounds, I wouldn't want to have a period. I'm glad I don't have a period. If I had a period every month, I would probably see it as a burden. A fucking painful burden. This doesn't sound good at all. As if this process is less natural than breathing. It is less natural than breathing. You do breathing every fucking 3 seconds. It keeps you alive. Your period doesn't keep you alive. Your period doesn't keep anything alive. It's death. It's a rejection of life. If you were pregnant, as in you carrying, a living child in you, you wouldn't have your period because that egg would be fertilized. So, I don't even know if I'm making fucking sense right now. I don't even know if I care, but it less natural than breathing. I don't think you can compare natural processes as being more or less than each other, but if you could, I would definitely say that it's less natural than breathing. Yeah, I would. As if it's not a bridge between this universe and the last. So, you didn't get pregnant. You have a dead, rotting egg inside of you. Your uterine wall slooshes off with blood and mucus and shit out of your reproductive organ and into a tampon, which you then flush down the toilet as if it was a fucking turd. And you're gonna tell me that it's a bridge between this universe and the last? What the fuck? Okay. As if this process is not love. How the... Okay, I can't debate. Labor, life, selfless. Oh, somebody needs a lesson in fucking reading. Selfless and strikingly beautiful. I will say this. A hormonal woman walking around, insanely emotional, jumping from pissed off to happy to weird to sad, and occasionally striking me for saying something stupid. I deserved it. And And then, finding bloody tampons in the toilet and listening to how much pain you're in because of all the cramps and everything. It's probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I mean, I shit you not, like, it's fucking gorgeous. The only thing I want to do is pull out a camera and follow women around on their period, just to show the world how strikingly beautiful it is. I mean, it's gorgeous. I get jealous. I'm just like, why can't I experience the beauty of a period? Obviously
that was sarcasm.
Yeah, I mean, I will give you this much. Blood in the toilet, it's kind of pretty. Blood can be pretty. It's a very pretty, beautiful red color, obviously. Yeah, I'm just going to end with a poem that I found in a book by Douglas Monroe called The 21 Lessons of Merlin. Probably the most sexist neo-pagan book of all time. Not really, but I want to read it. I find it interesting. The sun is filled with shining light. It blazes far and wide. The moon reflects the sunlight back, but has no light inside. Wouldn't you rather be the sun that shines so bold and bright than be the moon that only glows with someone else's light? I found it really interesting because the reality is, going back to what I said earlier, the origins of the life force are essentially in the male genitals, reproductive organs, the testes. Sperm contain the life force, the spark, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's what fertilizes the egg. That's what brings life to the egg. And once again, I will state that one is not better than the other, one is not more important than the other, but in these responses to this stuff, I'm going to be speaking from the male point of view. And so just understand that I'm not someone who worships masculinity more than femininity, or, is that I hate women, or any bullshit like that. It's just, I'm a counterbalance, okay? I'm counterbalancing this fucking let's worship fucking periods. Well, I'm going to put out a counterbalance and say, let's worship nocturnal emissions. I'm Henry Sweets. Fuck me, right? Peace in the Middle Earth.